ever since I was a little kid and I decided to stop playing, baseball, basketball, whatever, I had that dream. I had that vision that I was going to get here at some point. I didn't know when. I didn't know at what point it was going to be. But I knew that if I just kept, moving forward, getting better just a little bit every single day, we were going to get there.
He is living proof that a power game isn't the only way. He is considered one of the best iron players in the sport of golf. His efficiently consistent play from tee to green make his challengers have a hard time keeping up and has caused him to surge to number 2 in the rankings in 2022. Who are we talking about? Collin Morikawa. In this video, we look at the rise of this young golfing superstar, lifestyle, net worth, and his cutie fiance.
Number 5, background and career.
Collin Morikawa was born on February 6, 1997 in Los Angeles, California. He is the son of Debbie and Blaine Morikawa, who are of Chinese and Japanese descent. Collin grew up with his brother Garrett in La Cañada Flintridge, a small upscale community just north of Pasadena. When Collin was just 5 years old, his parents convinced the organizers of a junior golf camp at Shoal to let their son participate. He wasn't technically old enough, but even at that age, he'd showed early signs of that remarkably repeatable golf swing. As Collin improved in the camp, his parents saw the potential and decided to approach Coach Rick Sessinghaus to train their budding star. By the time he was 8, Rick became Collin's coach, and the two have been inseparable in their relationship for over 16 years into the professional ranks.
He's highly intelligent. He asks great questions. So he doesn't always take for what I say for granted, by the way. I think a student has a responsibility to also push back and say, hey, I'm not understanding this, or how about this?
Morikawa progressed rapidly, and one of the pivotal decisions he made was to quit playing other sports at around age 10. It was hard for him to let go of his beloved baseball, but his decisive action showed that he was wise beyond his years. As Collin got older, Rick has enabled him to perfect his swing and aid his growth in the mental aspect of the game.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
Lovely shot, just he wants to make a little statement.
Then, Collin had the big decision of where to play college golf. He finally decided to enroll at the University of California, Berkeley. He established himself as the top player, finishing as the university's top player in 7 of his 14 events as a freshman. Collin started making noise in the golfing world. In June 2016, he won the prestigious Sunnyhanna Amateur with the final round 62. The following week, he entered a pro tournament called the Capital Classic, and he punched above his weight class. He closed the tournament with 2 blistering 63s and sinking a clutch 27-footer for birdie on the 72nd hole to get into a 3-way playoff, which he unfortunately lost. The exposure to the pros did not cause Collin to waver in his college education. Most athletes in college often choose a manageable or what can be considered an easy major. In his sophomore year, Collin applied to the Haas Business School, ranked as the number 3 undergraduate business program in America. And like on the golf course, he delivered. During his last 3 years at Cal, he won 5 times and lost in a playoff twice. In his junior year, he set a new NCAA scoring record with an average of 68.68 and finished the year as the number 1 player in the nation. As a senior, he won the Pac-12 individual title and finished in the top 10 11 times in just 12 tournaments. Morikawa made his debut as a professional at the 2019 RBC Canadian Open, where he tied for 14th place and earned him $125,400. Not bad for a first paycheck out of school. On July 7th, Morikawa tied for 2nd at the 3M Open. On July 14th, Collin finished in 4th place at the John Deere Classic, which allowed him to secure his PGA Tour membership for the 2019-2020 season. 2 weeks later, Morikawa won his first PGA Tour event. In 2020, during the start of COVID, Collin spent the hiatus working on his weaknesses at his adopted home course, the Summit Club in Las Vegas. After returning to the course, Collin was a bit rusty when he missed his first cut on the PGA Tour at the Travelers Championship. It ended a streak of 22 consecutive made cuts, which is the second longest streak to start a professional career to the 25 made by Tiger Woods. That's elite company. On August 9th, he shocked the world by winning the 2020 PGA Championship, and it was only his second major championship start. His final round of 64 tied the lowest final round scores shot by a PGA champion, matching Steve Elkington in the 1995 event. Morikawa became the third youngest golfer to win a PGA championship when he won the event at age 23. On July 18, 2021, Morikawa won the 2021 Open Championship by 2 strokes over Jordan Spieth. By doing so, he became the first player since Bobby Jones in 1926 to win 2 majors in 8 or fewer starts. Special.
To be called the Open Championship winner, to be called the championship winner of the year, it gives me chills. It's giving me chills right now. So thank you guys to everyone.
It was not all smooth sailing because Collin missed out on a bronze medal at the Olympics in a 7-man playoff. Collin is ranked number 2 in the PGA Tour heading into the 2022 season as he continues on the path to greatness.
Fun fact:
Collin Morikawa almost does everything perfectly on the course and did so in capturing the 2020 PGA Championship. The only imperfect thing he did was lifting the Wanamaker trophy with the lid falling off the trophy. Oops! He also admitted to Golf TV that he has a phobia for spiders and snakes. I guess we know he didn't watch movies like Snakes on a Plane or The Eight-Legged Freaks while he was growing up.
Number 4, sponsors and net worth.
Collin Morikawa has quickly become one of the new faces of golf. However, 2 of his sponsors to spot his talent early were TaylorMade and Addidas. In 2019, before making his pro debut, the company announced the signing of Morikawa to a multi-year contract. He would play on tour with TaylorMade's metal woods, irons, and putter, as well as the flagship golf balls. After finishing in 14th place in his first event at the RBC Canadian Open, Adidas Golf announced the signing of Collin Morikawa to a multi-year sponsorship to wear Adidas footwear and apparel on the course.
I love being a part of the Adidas family.
In May 2020, he signed a partnership with Therabody, formerly known as Theragun, the leader in tech wellness and percussive massage therapy. In March 2021, U.S. Bank announced they had agreed to a multi-year sponsorship with Collin Morikawa. U.S. Bank would serve as the premier bank sponsor for Morikawa with branding rights on his golf bag. The bank would also work with Morikawa for the production of TV, digital, print, and radio campaigns. Morikawa also sports the Omega wristwatch as an ambassador for the company. According to CelebrityNetworth.com, Collin Morikawa is worth over $6 million. Yes, with his consistent success on tour, there's no doubt that this man's bag is going to be large.
Number 3, cars and charity.
Collin Morikawa is not a person flashy by nature. Therefore, there is not a lot of mentions about Collin owning a lot of cars. However, in July 2021, Cadillac announced that Collin became a new partner for the luxury car manufacturer. He is known to have added a new Cadillac Escalade to his car collection.
There we go.
In line with his quiet and calculated demeanor, Collin has made valuable use of his time by donating to charitable causes. In December 2021, the PGA golfer and Las Vegas resident joined in a big surprise to a couple of local organizations. He partnered with U.S. Bank to make some surprise $10,000 donations to nonprofits and organizations to help advance their work. In September 2021, under the Ryder Cup Outreach Program, Collin chose to split the $100,000 donated to charity. In the end, he split the amount evenly among 4 charities, namely Make-A-Wish Foundation, American Humane Society, Feeding America, and Animal Network. Yeah, Collin has a sweet and loving heart.
Number 2, breakfast and strict routine.
Collin's grandparents live in Hawaii, and he spent a lot of time there during his childhood. Like any good athlete, Collin has adopted a Hawaiian-style breakfast that gives him enough carbs, fat, and protein to get him through his day. Hawaiian breakfast ranges from what some call the original Hawaiian fast food, loco moco, to Morikawa's preference, white rice, over-easy eggs, and Portuguese sausage. Therefore, nutritionally, his intake involves 44 grams of carbs, 23 grams of protein, 24 grams of fat, and a total of 490 calories. But don't worry, he works it all off because with all that walking and motion, golfers burn anywhere from 900 to 1200 calories in just one round. So a big appetite is not a bad thing after all. Champions are creatures of habit, and Collin Morikawa is no different. His tournament day begins with 30 minutes of stretches. He utilizes the foam roller and the Theragun massager to get the body to relax and be ready for competition. His warm-ups at the course before the first tee usually lasts up to an hour and 10 minutes. He spends 10 of those minutes on the putting green. Then he will head out to the range and hit balls with an 8-iron, 5-iron, 3-wood, and a driver. Then he will go to chipping and hit all kinds of trick shots as well as out of the bunker.
It all starts in this practice warm-up.
Then he ends his warm-ups back on the putting green. After the day, his warm-up includes another 30 minutes of stretches, possibly doing some push-ups and using the planks. So, the lesson, boys and girls, to be a champion, figure out a routine and stick with it.
Number 1, Cutie Fiance and dog lovers.
Sorry ladies, Collin Morikawa is currently off the market because he is engaged to Katherine Zhu. Katherine is a beautiful woman who has a passion for golf. She was born in Vancouver, British Columbia, and her father, Mike Chu, was a champion tennis player. Zhu was also a good tennis player before focusing more on her golf game. Zhu attended Pepperdine University, where she played collegiate golf. Morikawa met Katherine in his sophomore year in college. They shared a mutual friend on the Cal women's team, and their story of coming together was in a truly modern style. The friend showed Morikawa's pictures on Zhu's Instagram page. Morikawa liked what he saw, and the two began texting, eventually meeting over spring break. The rest, they say, is history. In December 2021, the power couple announced that they are engaged. Collin credits Katherine for her role in his life by stating, "Kat has been by my side through it all. She would hate me if I didn't say this, but I didn't start winning in college until she showed up in my life. So thanks, Kat." Yeah, true love. During the COVID hiatus in 2020, the couple took an interest in fostering dogs.
During the pandemic, my girlfriend Kat and I fostered 6 dogs, and animal rescue has become a cause near and dear to our hearts.
They made use of the unexpected time at home to care for several dogs at a nearby shelter. In 2021, they adopted a golden doodle who took a picture with the claret jug after the monumental win at the Open. At nearly 25 years old, Collin Morikawa has risen to the pinnacle of golf with major successes. He has mega endorsements that are poised to grow. He is super focused on his game, and he has a beautiful fiance by his side. What more could a man want? Do you think Collin Morikawa will become this generation's #1 player? How many majors will he win in 2022? Let me know in the comment section, smash the like button, and subscribe to the channel for premium sports-related content. Until next time.